Hi everyone, welcome back to Metanoia. My name is Carrie Jane, and today we're going to be talking about what it means when you're seeing your birthday in numerology. And I want to start off this video with thanking you all so very much for supporting me and for being here. Thank you for subscribing, thank you for commenting, thank you new patrons. Thank you so much for making this possible. If it weren't for my patrons, this wouldn't be going like it is. And it seems kind of silly to say that because I'm not very popular right now. I don't have a lot of patrons right now, but just to have, like I said in the video before, like $20 a month, it helps enormously. A tank of gas is a tank of gas. Doesn't matter. I'm not here to be rolling in the dough or anything like that, but to be spending so much time on something and knowing like I am going to be taken care of, at least in that sense, it helps in ways that is hard to articulate, as I've told you before. So thank you so much. And also, before I continue, I want to say that I'm making this video because I get a lot of questions around this, in dates in general, but especially the birthday number. Like, why am I seeing my birthday everywhere? So that's why I'm taking the time to make this video. When it comes to very specific requests, I have a donation service for that now. The link in the description, the first link in the description, we'll have the video where I explain how that works if you're curious about that. And basically I started that new donation service so that I have kind of like an opportunity for you guys who maybe don't want to spend money on a numerology report. Maybe you don't need a report. Maybe you don't need a monthly reading like through my Patreon service. Maybe you just have one question that is personal to you. And that's what that service is designed for. And I'm still getting a lot of really specific questions like that. So I just wanted to take a moment to remind you guys and let you guys know that I have a service for that, and how you can go through my channel to get that. So thank you so much for watching this video. And before I ramble on, let's get started. So I am really excited to be making this video today. It feels different than the other videos that I make, and I can kind of see why, and you will probably see why as this video unfolds, but to kind of like zoom out for a moment before we get into the nitty-gritty of this channel, a main foundation for this channel is numerology. What is the focal point of numerology? Your birthday. It is like a key. It is a key to understanding yourself and perhaps even your life. And in this video, we're going to be breaking down the message of this number into 3 reasons. 1 being alignment, 2 being karma, and 3 being metanoia, the name of this channel, which means a spiritual transformation. And it's weird. It's like we're going to be talking about alignment here, but something about making this video feels like it's in alignment with myself even, and what I'm supposed to be doing on this channel. So I don't know if anything is going to come of this video, but I know for me right now, it kind of feels like I'm supposed to be sitting here right now talking to you guys about your birthdays. And it's hard to articulate, and unfortunately, again, like in many of my videos, I have to just be kind of vague in explaining this stuff because your birthday is so unique to you. You came here in a very specific time and place, and almost like a gateway, and there's so much to that. And when you take that number and you reduce it, that is its own number. Okay, so you're going to have also a very unique meaning to yourself. And basically the function of this video is to kind of just like set you up so that you can start a journey of unpacking that on your own and figuring out the deeper message that you're supposed to be seeing, especially if you're seeing this a lot. So let's begin with alignment. Okay, I find that often when people are seeing this number, there is an emphasis on being alignment with your path. It makes sense, okay? You came here with a purpose, and the exact time and place in which you came here and the circumstances surrounding that was very carefully chosen for that purpose. So it makes sense, that when you see this number a lot, guess what? There's something to do with an alignment on your path. Are you in alignment with your path? Did you just think of something that was in alignment with your path? Maybe it wasn't. Maybe something is trying to tell you, hey, remember what you came here to do? This will help you get through this. So that's a possible message right there. I wrote here in my notes that something about ourselves is being reflected back at us, and we're being asked to reflect on that. That is your part in trying to figure out why you're seeing this number over and over again. And I also wrote here, and this has been on my mind a lot lately, interestingly enough, you are only going to be you once. Yes, reincarnation is a thing. Yes, past lives and future lives is a thing. But I'm never going to be Carrie Jane ever again. And I think when we see this number a lot, it's kind of a reminder of that. It's like, hey, this specific junction of your journey, this portion is only going to come once. So do the most with it that you possibly can. And I also wrote here that this is a reminder and you needed to see that at that specific time. As always, with any number that you're seeing, pay attention to what's going on in your life at that moment. That is also a main indicator. 2, karma. Your birthday is a very karmic number. It makes sense. Reincarnation, wherever you end up, the circumstances you're around is usually associated with your karma, your past lives, what you came here to learn next in the next part of your journey. So I wrote here also that the day we came to this world is very specific to us. It's not an accident, and there is a karmic insight to it. Make the most of it and also understand why you were given the circumstance you find yourself in. So I always kind of like to round out these videos with sharing my own personal experience with seeing these numbers. And I find that when I see my birthday number, I always feel kind of sad and aggravated. I feel like, I'm not having a great time. Something about it just feels off. Life feels like an uphill battle, as it often does. And that's when, I'll glance at the clock and that will be reflecting back at me. Well, my birthday, 1/26, reduces to the number 9. And I always feel a sense of like, yes, you came here with a life of service. It's hard. That's why it's like this. So it's also woven into your purpose so deeply that when you're seeing this number, it could be that you are encountering some obstacle. And my recommendation is to reduce those digits to one number and maybe try to understand the meaning of that number on a deep level and how that could be sort of karmic. Another very interesting thing is that I also see the date, or rather the number, which is a date, 10/26, all the time. It just so happens to be that that's the day that my dad died. And interesting, that's 10/26, 1/26. They are basically, except for the 0 there, which is even more interesting, have the same code, if you will. And how interesting that me, the youngest in the family, the last born, shares the same code as the last born, first to die. Okay, so last to be born, me, okay, rather, yeah, I'm the last born. My dad being the firstborn, he exits in the same kind of code that I came into this thing. So you see where I'm getting at here? Of course, it doesn't always act like that, but it could. And with this personal experience that I've had and with experiences that I've seen other people have, there's something about karma when you're seeing this number over and over again. There is something about seeing that what you're doing right now is more important than you could fathom. What you're doing right now is more meaningful than it feels on a day-to-day basis. Yes, it is hard, but this is what we came here to do, as I've said many times, and you're probably tired of hearing me say that, and I completely understand, but you see where I'm getting at here with the karma? I wrote here that you can't falter if you pay attention to your purpose every day. So with the mixture now of this meaning of you're in alignment, and guess what? This is a very karmic experience. It's like, if you just focus on your purpose right now in this very moment, you can't go wrong. And you shouldn't feel anxiety or despair, because that is all you can do, and that's what you came here to do. You can't falter if you live every day within your purpose. And if you don't know what that is, that's okay. Just take some time. And it's hard to decipher that, because a lot of us have overlapping purposes. We all have like a universal responsibility to serve in a sense, but how are you going to do that, okay? How is that expressed uniquely through you, okay? So, for example, let's just use me again, because I'm here, right? I'm not talking to an inanimate object here. My attitude number is 9. 1 plus 2 plus 6 equals 9. That is about service, as we already said. I actually have repeating number 9s in my chart, which really shows an emphasis on this purpose. But I also have repeating number 3. So if I were examining this chart from another perspective, like if this was someone else, is what I'm trying to say, and I saw this, I would say, looks like you're here to be a humanitarian. And I think one of the ways that you're supposed to do that is through communications. So here I am sitting here talking at an inanimate object as a camera, trying to figure out how to communicate so that I can be in service in these ways. So you see what I'm getting at here? Like, and this is all related to your birthday and of course your name, something that happened at birth as well, something that's carefully chosen. Or not, there's karma in, okay, I'm going to marry this person, my name is going to change, or okay, I'm going to find myself in this new situation, my name is going to change, So it is all very karmic, and as long as you are switching your focus to like feeling not empowered, feeling like things are not going your way, or just feeling doubtful, just take it back and repurpose it, okay? Focus on your purpose, and it'll be okay. The third thing, okay, that this message is about is metanoia. You are undergoing a spiritual transformation. We all are. This is a reminder. I wrote here that your life will evolve, but more so, you are going to evolve. Pay attention to this. Start out your day with awareness. You know how easy it is to get like stuck in ruts where you're just always in the grind, and when you wake up, you're not even like, how can I do my rituals? Or, you're not aware of what your focus is on the second that you wake up. It helps to start off the day with, and this is very hard to retrain yourself how to do, but give it a good shot. You know what? Instead of just looking at my phone, I'm going to start the day with putting on some healing sounds. And then I'm going to light a candle or light some incense, and then I'm going to make my smoothie. And while I drink my smoothie, I'm going to look at something that is real, like a tree, and that I'm going to focus on that tree for about 5 minutes, just like actual mindfulness. It is so hard to just start the day with awareness now because of where we are, especially at this time in history in 2020 where we wake up and we're in a nightmare all over again. It's always been awful like this here. But now more than ever, I think it's important to at least try. At least try to get back into that level of mindfulness and awareness right at the beginning of the day. That will help you realign your focus on what you're here to do, and things will just come to you. Things will just happen naturally in the way that they're supposed to, and it won't be something that you have to fight for or tread water for anymore. It's all going to unfold as it's supposed to. I wrote here that the universe will not give you anything that you can't handle. I've said that many times here in my channel, but we're talking about metanoia, so it's appropriate, okay? The universe will not give you anything that you can't handle. Switch your focus to have a meaningful life, not a successful one. That's another thing. I think another reason why we get stuck in the ruts, because we switch our focus from our purpose onto trying to be successful, which for in this world typically means how many likes did I get on that post? How much money did I make? How am I getting ahead at work? How am I getting ahead in my social circle? It's about always focus on the destination and usually kind of superficial things, although we all need money and friends and etc. I get it. But it's that's another thing. I think if you're getting too caught up in I need to be successful, ironically, in some weird switch of fate, you could be working backwards, because life has a natural flow to it, and as long as you're aligned with this is what I'm here to do, I'm going to choose love and compassion no matter what. This is how I'm going to do it. For me, I'm going to wake up today, I'm going to take notes for that video, I'm going to make that video, I'm not going to care what the outcome is, except that I hope that it helps someone, and that's it. It's going to come to you in the way it's supposed to. Have patience, and we are better able to have patience when we're not worried about being successful. I hope that made some sense to you guys. That is what I have to say today about why you're seeing this number. But there's always more that can be explained, so please let me know if you have any questions, as always. And I'm sorry that I haven't been posting a lot lately. And it's mostly because a lot of things happened in July in a short amount of time that I had to be available for, so I have not had the time to be making videos, but I just so happens I had one free day this month, and that's why I'm able to sit and talk at you today. And thank you so much if you made it to the end of this video. I'm always working on something here, even if you guys don't see me posting a lot. And the main thing this year for that has been making the Vlogmas videos. Those of you who have been following me for a long time know that I started a Vlogmas project back in January where I am documenting each of my months, basically kind of just showing you what my day-to-day existence has been. It has been difficult doing that because I had a lot of plans, and then 2020 happened to all of us, and all our plans went out the fucking window. So it's been, I'm kind of a little bit upset because it's a little bit more boring than I wanted it to be. I wanted to take you guys places, I wanted to do stuff, and I cannot go places and I cannot do stuff. So the title of June's vlog was Making the Most of It, and there is a good reason for that. But if you're curious, despite all this, despite my boring life right now, please stay tuned for December, because I will be sharing all that with you guys, how my 2020 went. I hope you guys are able to make the most of it, and let me know if there is some other requested video that I could make. Who knows, maybe the question that you ask me wouldn't be personal to you. Sometimes, I read through the comments when I finally get the chance to, and I see like, oh, this came up twice. I should really make a video on it. So keep that in mind. And yeah, I will probably see you guys in August, unless I'm able to find some time next weekend. But I have to say, July has been insane for me. I can't believe we're already halfway through it. I have not felt it. But yeah, that's basically all I wanted to say at the end of this video. And yeah, seeing the birthday number is a lot. It is shaded with so many layers of meaning, and you will notice that when you look up this number, the birthday number, on other channels. When you search YouTube, when you search Google, you're gonna get a lot of answers, and this is the best way that I could explain it from what I've seen in my practice. So I hope what I said today was useful to you, and I hope you guys are doing okay throughout all of this. Another reason why I haven't been posting a lot too is like I just haven't had the energy. Like, it almost as if the world is too much at times. And I think if you're an empath and you care at all about humans and you care at all about other people, this is a very, very difficult time to be alive. You're doing a great job by waking up every day and being brave enough to go out there and get it, whatever it is. So give yourself a little pat on the back for me, okay? I wish that we could all be in a post-COVID world and I could have like a table of however many people want to show up and just like make a huge meal for you guys and sit and talk and have a good time. I am ready for that kind of communion and that kind of release and happiness. And we're just, in the meantime, going to have to find it in the tiny spaces of every day, okay? So you're all in my thoughts and in my heart, and I'll see you all very soon. Take care, guys.